necessarily consent to being healed. And that within itself is you have to do a little bit of work of prying them open. But honestly, life is hard enough. Baby, if you don't want to be healed right now, I'm not going to break my back trying to heal you. Because there are so many of us out there who would like to be healed and would be so much more receptive. Okay, it actually reminds me of when I started this journey and created this community. There were someone gave me some really great advice, and they were talking about, as a person in this kind of esoteric healing kind of fringe space, they gave me some really great advice. They told me that they don't work with naysayers, and when they cut those people out of their practice, everything got easier and lighter. And that was very free to hear that you don't have to prove yourself, that you don't have to explain to somebody who clearly feels differently. In fact, I actually don't understand why, if you don't like something, you would want to stay and argue with it. Just go to where you like. Life is easy like that. No need to make it hard sweetness. So when you are filled with emotions, especially when they're flowing in, it's like every fucking thing, like something makes you happy, something irritates you, something makes you sad, something pisses you off, something just gives you this pure sense of joy and peace and relaxation. All of that stuff, when you bring it into your body, you have some options of what you can and would like to do with the energy. Some people get very paralyzed with the energy. They have no clue what to do with it. So instead, they take it in and they're just like, But the key and the secret is you have to learn how to, as you receive the energy, you receive all this stuff, emotions overtake us. It's just not giving ourselves enough compassion to say, it's okay that this was heavy. It's okay if I want to, take a couple steps back. It's okay if I want to X, Y, and Z. That's okay. It is 100% okay. It's okay for you to take your time, for you to not be able to clearly state or understand what's going on, but for you to take care of you and still have fun. That's the most important part. That's when you take your goals to the next level, because taking your goals to the first level is discipline and motivation and understanding that mentality. Taking your goals to the next level is fun, because everything is energetic. If you can take what you want and find a way to have fun with it, find a way to make peace with it, find a way that no matter what comes in as you're on the path, you're going for it, you're going for it, you're going for it. That is when the energy is amplified, because when it's just motivation and discipline and you're just it's very restrictive, and those are important lessons to learn because they teach us a lot. But it's not the only lesson to learn. The next lesson to learn is, how do you get there sweetly? How do you take a difficult situation and, turn it into gold, turn it into laughter, turn it into fun? And that in no way is dismissing problems or just pretending that they go away, but instead saying, this feels heavy, or this is a lot. I'm not going to react in the way that I've always reacted, or just because the pressure is heavy doesn't mean that I'm going to pick it up and put it on my back. I'm about to turn it into something else and use that energy as a force. It's very much so Piscean energies. Pisces will take the energy of whatever the moment is and ride on the wave of it. And so we have to take that from our Piscean friends, to be able to ride on the waves of things, making the best moment of it. And when you look at it on the outside, the shit looks crazy. But when it comes to those subtle principles of the universe and energy, it works out. So we're just gonna ride these waves. It's gonna look a little different for everybody. That's okay, It's gonna look a little different for everybody. So don't stress yourself out here. So I'm just gonna take some time here and just work through it. And you just take that goal that you have had on your heart and start to see how the energy can be transformed. Can be transformed into what you need it to be, into what will flow, into what is beautiful and sacred to you and honors you. And you have to honor the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, the energetic body. And how you do that is just be receptive to yourself. And baby, make your own rules. I was just ranting about that on Patreon, where it's just like, make your own rules. Who cares what someone else wants you to do it a certain way and wants you to process things in a certain way? Who cares? Do it your own way. Flow with the universe your own way. It's the only way that truly matters. And if you only have this one life to live, regardless if you believe that, the soul exists and you incarnate, this is the only time you are this particular experience. And so, if this is the only time, you better do it the way you want to do it. How long would you spend trying to live your life for everybody else but you? Get out there and do it. And I guarantee you that most people, when they look back at their life, probably regret the things they didn't do more than the things they did do. They have a little bit of understanding and a little bit of compassion for the things that they did do. Like, oh, I can see where it came from. But it's the things that they didn't do that really eats them up. So baby, get out here in these streets and do what you energy. If you have like, you could take baths, really nice baths, or, soak your feet or go swimming or something like that. Just being near bodies of water, go to the creek, whatever. Being near those bodies of water to recharge the body, recharge the energy, recharge the spirit, recharge the mind, recharge all of that energy and bring it into you. Okay, now I want you to see that goal, and I want you to use the emotions that's been coming up and see where you can go with that goal now that you know and are practicing converting that energy into fuel. Okay, converting that emotion into fuel. Just remember, you can't get it wrong. You cannot get it wrong. You can't get it wrong. You're gonna be okay. Okay. Just relax into your own body, into your own space, into your own mind, into your own heart, into your own essence, into your own adventure, into your, ultimately, your journey, and make peace, make peace, make peace, make peace with yourself, okay? There's nothing more beautiful and attractive like a magnet. I'm not even just talking about romantic attraction. I just mean like when you see somebody and you just feel called to them or pulled to them. There is nothing more attractive than a person who is not afraid to be themselves. A person who shows up every day as they want to show up, regardless. There's so many situations and scenarios in which we're all trying to look or fit a certain part in order to be accepted, more than anything in order to have access to something. But the more you can just be yourself, the more that becomes a game changer, the more the energy in the universe starts to flow with you, the more that you start to feel more abundant and you feel more blessed and you feel more magical, honestly, because you let down all of those barriers that you had built up over life by all those little things that make you feel like, and then you put it on yourself. When you free yourself from all that shit, it just becomes a different level of love and kindness and understanding and compassion to yourself. And one thing is, don't ever wait for someone to love you. Don't ever wait for someone to be understanding. Don't ever wait for someone to advocate for you. You love you. You understand you. You advocate for yourself first. You demonstrate to people how to treat you. So if you do not treat yourself like this, you will attract people into your life who do not know how to do it. And sometimes you gotta clear some stuff out and things just happen. So be grateful to God, the universe, source,